Well, that last video rendered, I started thinking, man, instead of those circles, what if there were scan lines? Scan lines are horizontal lines that make it look like an old-time TV, and you've seen this 1,000 times. So I will do that too, but I got to chase down the idea. So I'm going to try something I haven't practiced, I haven't tried. I'm just going to make a new design, and I'm going to do the infinite canvas. But I don't really want this. I just want to see if this is going to work. I want to draw a circle. So you get the ellipse tool because you can draw ellipses, but if I hold down Shift, I draw a circle. And I want a circle that's about 100 pixels, and I want it to be black. So I'm going to change the color, pull it all the way down through so it's all zeros in the hex code. See the zeros right there? If it's anything else, it's not really black. And then I want to change the size of this. Right now, the size is 74 pixels square. I'm going to make sure this is locked, so if I change one number, the other one changes. I change that to 100. And then I don't think I hit return, so that didn't work. 100 and hit return, and there it is. So it's 100 pixels square. Now I want to make the canvas 100 pixels square. So if I click away, and this is that infinite canvas, and I click on this trim canvas, it should work. Command 0, Command, there we go. So it did work. See that? I'll hit Command plus a few times so you can see. It's now 100 pixels square, and we can see that. The canvas, this circle isn't selected. It's 100 pixels square. If I click on the circle, it's 100 pixels vertically and horizontally. So perfect. Now, to make our polka dot pattern, I don't want the circles to touch one another. I want it to be slightly less. So I'm going to click away, click once on the circle to make sure it's selected. And it was 74 before, right? Well, what if I make it 74 again? And hit return. And it resized it from this corner. I want it to be right in the center of this. So all we have to do is, with the circle selected, we can align to the center, both horizontally and vertically. Now we have, if I hit Command 1, that's actual size. That's 100 pixels on a side. I want to make a pattern out of this. So I need to save this file. What we do, we exported a JPEG. I don't remember. I'm kind of doing this on the fly. And I don't want to ping because I don't want transparency. I want the JPEG because I want white. The JPEG is going to give us a white background and a black circle. And then we can go File, New Design, and make this 1920 by 1080. Then we come up to the color, click on this, and instead of color fill, we're going to come down to that texture fill, which now we're going to make our pattern, and then choose our image. And I forgot to name that, but it doesn't really matter because this is easily recreatable. We're going to open that up, and if for some reason, if you remember in the pattern tutorial, sometimes this doesn't show up, so you just pull on this in order to see it. Now, I'm looking for a little small polka dot pattern, and I just want to get it just so. We'll talk about how to perfect this later, because right now I don't like how this pattern's falling off the edge, but I do want to work with this and not spend time noodling. So I'm going to go ahead and File and export another JPEG. Okay, because I want that white background. And then we can come back to this image and try to place this. Let's see. File. Where is place? Open local file. We don't want to open it. We want to place it. Place image. Import place image. Sorry, I'm learning this right along with you, and we've got Untitled 9 again. Horrible name. So now here's where did the experiment work? And we won't know until we click on this in order to select it, go to the blend mode, and change it to something like soft light. And what happens when we lower the opacity right here, take this down, and is it working? Is it not working? Does it do anything? Maybe soft light isn't it. But this is the point at which the real experimenting begins. What blend mode is right? What opacity is right? Are my colors right? Should I invert this? What if I have one that's white pattern, one that's a black pattern? If I offset them, what happens with the two circles? Will it lead anywhere? Or is this just a disaster that didn't work? That can only be found in playing around off camera, and I'll share later on what happened, what the results were. Could I salvage something out of this? Is it just a mess? You know, that's part of the journey. Not everything works. But documenting your failures and chasing down ideas, well, that's half the fun. And learning how to use this tool and having me fumble around, yeah, that's half the fun too, because I'm sure some of you were sitting there going, Scotchko, it's under, you knew exactly where the function was. Good. I want you to show me things. I want you to discover things and write a tutorial about it. Share it with the class. Let's learn this program together. Meanwhile, I'm going to see if I can make something out of this mess. And if not, I will do the scan lines, and we'll see how that works.